Today,
we're getting in the mix.
Hi there, I'm Henry.
I'm Lux.
Welcome back to Technopoverty. We're on game 2 of Look Outside. I believe we're assaulting our landlord today.
We're gonna try and do that. We have some problems, but we're gonna...
Do you remember the problems? I remember the priorities, but not the issues.
All our shit's broken and we don't do enough damage. Whoa!
I've trained.
Whoa, thank you to Crudler. Thank you, happy Yule to Crudler.
Happy, yeah, wow.
All bequeath infinite kindness to our friend Crudler. Be certain to wish upon him great joy and luck in the future.
Mass for mass, D Hamels mammal, a ghost bro, foolish mofo. If you just received a tier 1 sub, you have access to a few new emotes. I don't say much about them because I'm bad at promoting them, but there's multiple tiers of emotes that we have custom to the channel, both on the free side and the sub side. So if you would like to help us beat up the bad guys and you are subscribed, you can now shoot Hadoukens. Yes, there you go, D Hamels mammal. I think Barney's face is another one. It's been a moment since I checked the tiers. I've been wanting to make more emotes. Maybe after I get this batch of Look Outside edits going tonight, I'll get on that. I think I submitted Osama bin Laden too, but Twitch is like, that's promoting terrorism, you can't do that. But if you're on the Discord, you can use the Osama bin Laden emote there.
Oh man, they can be yours for the low price of a tier 1 sub. And there's no better time to sub than during a hype train, I feel like. I don't know why that's true, but it seems like that's right.
We have until the clock runs out.
I just want to go to sleep. Should we...
Like, for sure? Like, can we not go back outside?
Can we get back outside? Maybe I'll cook something just to see what happens.
Yes, like a nice Italian sub.
I got a lot of pushback from Hunter and Frankie recently about how I like to eat a slice of pizza and a tuna sub.
A slice of pizza and a tuna sub?
Yeah.
Well, why? Like, because it's a, here comes Wizworld just in time for this.
Yeah, Wiz was half of the problem.
Like eating both at the same time? Because, like, I've ordered a sub from a pizza place and then had, like, a slice of pizza along with the sub. And, like, I've seen a cold tuna sub on the menu. It's not that far-fetched.
Yeah. No, these woke 2.0 liberal Hitlerites.
Oh, you're canceling anglicized Italian-American cuisine?
Yeah.
I think Steak Boy would have some shit to say about this, being a white American who is Italian in name mostly.
It is so nice to eat.
He's right here.
2/3.
It is.
He's 2/3. He's saying he's 2/3.
It is so.
2/3 as a name. Alexander and Berardi, I suppose, are most.
Okay, yeah, 2/3 of his name. We've not done any DNA tests. Okay, sorry, sandwiches.
Like, it's a great combination to eat. Everyone loves it.
I do feel I'm more generally into like tuna as a concept than like its cultural cliches, maybe like a stinky or unpreferred food or one that's not good at a fast or casual restaurant.
Yeah, and it's not so stinky. It's still,
Yeah, I love
what's up?
tuna.
This is our friend.
This is more than it did for us last time, right? Is it giving us the tongue? Because it gave us the tongue last game. This is different.
A rose.
Ooh.
Take it. Thanks, dude. Teeth Hell Part 2 appears to be...
Ready?
No.
We killed the baby, didn't we?
No, we didn't.
We
we
unalived the child, right?
Yeah, no, we made it retreat.
Right.
I'm trying to decide if the good move is to... I think what I'm going to do this. I've decided. I've made my choice. I'm going to go down to... Oh, wait.
Hey, you're out of here. Oh, wait, no. It comes back in after we clear out all the
other stuff.
Yeah.
But maybe we should just do this and just keep leveling for a sec. No, wait. I shouldn't get distracted.
Yeah, because you're more fixated on like resource allocation than I am. Because like if you ask me what to do, I'm gonna say go straight for the landlord because I feel we should do
Our
that
gear is just pretty bad.
You're more considerate of inventory in that way. So do what you need to do.
I just don't want to get dead from dying. Do you know what I mean?
No, yeah, exactly. I think that's the goal in some ways.
The hype chest is open, baby.
Open the hype chest. All right, open the hype chest.
Mega consume emote. That's pretty funny to have, in my opinion.
Mega consume emote? Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna buy this machete. And I'll buy this sledgehammer.
Chat, this is the first time I've got anything like a hype train. I'm
What a moment.
Yeah, this has been a year for Twitch streaming. I'm glad Lux is here. I'm glad Jacob's here.
And I'll take these grenades.
I'm glad Wizworld's here. DeHamel's here. Elman's here.
And
Ritu and Crudler.
I did promise, and I'm not going to disclose it yet, but I did promise that I would disclose why I was bleeding so much earlier.
Oh, yes.
But I want to save that one for a little bit.
For maybe when we're fighting creepy teeth creatures.
But I'll tell you for sure that you can look at my finger and you can see that it's covered in wound care.
I'm gonna go straight to the couch, you know?
And by wound, you know, my style of wound care. So it's sort of haphazard.
And I'm actually gonna readjust the angle for a moment.
Okay, I'm down to go in here. I want to try and figure out if I can get to one other place. Or if we need to get through the garage to get there.
Have we collected enough discs to do any more of the discs puzzles?
I don't think so. I was trying to see if we could get back to where the janitor is.
Yeah.
I don't think we could.
Something I was thinking about last night playing Death Stranding 2, and something I think is very true to this game as well. Oh, so you started this, but then you walked out?
Yeah, and I also spent a bunch of my money, so I have to go to Muds to see if I can get some of that money back.
Did you grab some stuff you can sell from the taxidermy place?
I got a little bit.
Okay.
There's also stuff in here, so maybe this will just take care of it.
Yeah, let's see. I remember there being good stuff to rob from the landlord. But what I was going to bring up is this and Death Stranding 2 are games from this year I really appreciate for taking pre-existing genre grooves and familiar patterns and systems of play, but then applying them to genres just not necessarily a full 180 degrees away, but it's a nice tangential bent. Like, this is away from fantasy into survival horror. Death Stranding is away from, you know, murder simulation and more about infrastructure building and logistics management. I think both of these get at, like, you know, just like what video games can do on an imaginary level, just getting you to think incrementally about ways things can change with present tools or systems you're already familiar with, just being bent or imagined to slightly different uses.
Yeah, I mean, I think the concept of genre play has become a lot more present, not just like in terms of people doing the thing, which is for sure true, but also like engaging it with an actual sense of playfulness. Like, it's not just, oh look, you know, what's a good example of this? Like, I forgot to give her a new weapon. But like, it's not just, oh, we've made a sci-fi CRPG or whatever, or you know, the fucking looter shooter thing where it's like, what if a looter shooter fantasy game or whatever? Like, it's
Dark fantasy story, you say?
yeah, like, but like it's not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not just that. It's also, I think, doing the thing that genre play is meant to do, which is, oof, that wasn't great. Which is use the difference between, like, use the gap between certain kinds of genre material to emphasize. Oh, fuck me. This is what I was worried about. To emphasize, you know, the value and the power of the initial genre.
Yeah, I discussed it a bit while playing this, like the interesting use of turn-based combat in this keeps you from, you know, most horror genre games have a more real-time system set up for encountering their enemies, or with this it's like, no, you see it coming and you have to manage it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny because that reminds me of almost an inverse evolution of horror cinema. Because I think a lot of like older horror movies, like in black and white especially, are still effective less because there's like jump scares, but because they build a sense of tension or dread where like they have these long sustained wide shots that you want to cut away and they're not. I think The Haunting's really good at this. I know I'm talking about, I said this was like a black and white thing, but I think David Lynch is actually very effective at this in Blue Velvet. He has a very classic horror sensibility to the way he lets his shots linger in that movie.
Right. After this fight, you gotta remind me to give Lee a new weapon.
Okay. After this fight?
Well, I can't do it during this fight. And I think we can get out of here safely. But I keep having to transform Lee because...
No good weapon unless there's the beast.
I think they're just punching.
Old axe was damaged. We still in the same issue with the equipment being super fragile, no repair equipment, and really being on Lee weapon.
Yes, actually Lee and Soph, you're gonna need weapons now. The machete's going to, is this slashing? Take that.
Lux, have you seen Wake Up Dead Man?
I did. I thought it was alright.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite of the three. My general feelings being that I think they're enjoyable movies. I think they should be like kind of standard Hollywood fair expectation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's my least, your favorite or least favorite of the three?
Most favorite.
Interesting.
I think I like each one more as they go on.
I think it's my least favorite of the three because here's why. I think it's doing interesting stuff and has some interesting juice in it for sure. And I think to say otherwise is foolish. However, I think it also has a problem, and the problem is that it's structured a lot like the second one. And I think one of the things about these movies that is fun is that the first and second one were
structured differently?
Yeah, we're like your psychic direct, like the way the movie points you is very different.
See, I feel this one was broken into like three distinct pieces in a way the second was broken into two.
Yeah, but that's true. But what I mean is that like in both the first and second one, the sort of core, or sorry, the first, second, and third one, the sort of like core essence of the mystery is like very obvious from the jump. Like, you know, it's the story about this like corrupt church and like the problems of people in it, and that like there's gonna be this like Jesus-y element, like the can't believe this stuff at the very beginning, all that, which is fine. Like, that's not like structurally bad, but the second one does kind of the same gambit of being like, here's what's sort of obviously going on, and the movie is kind of about you watching this thing you already understand to exist
Yeah.
play out.
See, I feel the second one banks on that, but also the second one's a bit more annoying, or like intentionally so. Like you're supposed to hate the characters in a way where I think the third one, I just kind of appreciate the tonal approach being a bit less.
It's something more sympathetic to a lot of the characters.
Yeah. So I think on a tonal level, it wins me out over the second one. I do like the second one more than the first one as well too.
I think I'm not sure which one I like more, the first or second.
The thing is, I feel the first one's like a bit too interested in being clever more than like a movie. Or that's about it. Like, it's very... See, when I first watched Knives Out 1, the thing is, I felt like it was going to be like the mystery wasn't actually going to have an answer, or there was going to be sort of a more deconstructed look at like why puzzles fascinate people and kind of like become like tantamount to murder or death. And even the movie kind of does that as a rug pull though, which I don't know, I guess I just felt like it pulled the rug out of appearing to be a much more clever movie, just to be like, look, no, it's actually got a mystery solved, like here's the twist. There's a sense of like of wanting to be structurally complex that I appreciate, but also I think it bogs down caring about the story. And then Glass Onion, I was like, it's the same thing, but it was kind of like angry at people. Like, it's a very stupid Eat the Rich movie, but like it's at least like, I don't know, sympathetically like frustrated at like kind of in the right direction while being the clever.
I thought the first one was pretty good at being frustrated in the right direction in that respect. Oh my god, like this is what I mean. This is why this game is making me crazy. Like,
yeah, I think it's just I appreciate how Glass Onion kind of like makes its characters worse and more annoying and kind of actually risks that. Like,
I mean, a lot of the characters in the first one are like extremely hateable. Like, there's one of them is like an outright racist.
Yeah, there's the
and then there's like there's the kid, and there's horrible Toni Collette. Like, I don't think that those movies, interesting, or that movie beats the allegations of like I think its characters are very horrible, I guess what I'm saying.
The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that there is...
They're horrible in a way that, like, I mean, because, you know, it is about, like, the white family coming together against this, you know, well, she's not the nurse, right?
Yeah, the
caretaker.
The caretaker, yeah.
Like, I do like the overall, like, idea and conceit and point there. I guess I feel in the first movie, because they're like all heightened and horrible in contrast to the caretaker, it's a bit more like good guys, bad guys, cartoon simplicity. Like, I know Glass Onion also has a sympathetic character, but like it's a bit less, mostly because it's doing the twin fake out. It holds her a bit closer to the chest for the first half. And kind of
I just used the first fight with the machete!
No, yeah, that kind of destroyed my train of thought there about Glass Onion as well, but yeah, I feel like just as an iterative third take at the same concept, I felt that of the three, Wake Up Dead Men just was less concerned with those sort of like clever shows of hand on the structural level and just be like, well, like let's just like kind of try to be more earnest with like the character stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's doing some of that. I just like kind of don't care because like it's the fun. Like they're doing.
It does lean into sort of like the like yes, mysteries are real and you can solve them, and it does like absolve and bring clearance, which is something like it's a trope that they hang themselves within the context of the story whenever they yell.
Well, and just like
real.
And just like it is so much more. What's the way to put this? Like. Oh my god, we're gonna die. Yeah, we're fucked.
I'm trying to think of what like my favorite mystery movie would be. There's not really like a top. like, I know I've seen mystery movies, but there's none I'd put, like, in my top tier of, like, oh, my favorite, like, cinema. Even, like, within, like, noir stuff, I think of, like...
We're dead.
Damn.
You should have this light, we're dead.
I like Nightmare Alley, or Night of the Hunter, or...
Well, to Wiz's point, like, the reason why I think the first one is the strongest movie is that that's the one where the mystery on the terms of the mystery and the events of the movie make it so that the audience can solve it. Whereas the second and third ones are ones that are very obvious, not because of what the mystery is that's being laid out, but because of this is how movies work. And like just being able to read theme and focus of the movie gives away what the movie's doing.
Yeah, like the second one, like the red flag is trying to get to solve the mystery, and it's like, no, the actual like withhold is he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like the movie thing that you're talking about.
Right, and that like we know that that's what that movie's doing. Whereas, and the third one's the same thing, right? Like you know.
So I think, okay, so here's the thing. I think
Almost
the
right.
third one uses that to start the opening act when he has the preacher recount the story to him in writing, and that whole kind of first hour thing is sort of, to me, that. But I think you can piece together the mystery in the third one.
But I think
so than in Glass Onion.
what I mean is that like you know exactly who, or you know it's not exactly who. Although I was right about who, maybe you don't know who, but you know the exact contours of what the mystery is and why and how it happened instantly in the second and third movies. Whereas in the first movie, oh my god.
I've only seen the first one. The first one I've only seen the one and done time, whereas the other two I've seen, well, I've only seen Wake Up Dead Man once as well, but super recently. But I did see Glass Onion 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, my problem with all these movies is just that like, or with the reason it's a problem for me for the second one and not the third one, or vice versa rather, is that when you do that move of shifting the focus to like the narrative framework and the thematics, like that's fine, but the first time and then doing it twice in a row, the sort of interesting, the way in which that is interesting is reduced. Like it's no longer different from the prior movie, it's doing the same thing.
You got, yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, got some good stuff here. Like that's my thing, right? Is that like instead of having like when I watched Glass Onion, I was like, oh, this is a movie about this one selfish idiot doing a murder, and we're going to be learning the context of that murder as it goes. But the mystery itself is really clear. But this is very different than, you know, the first one, where, like, the motive is that everyone has the same motive, and like, what's happening and why is like, quote unquote mysterious. And like the idea of what a movie is and how a movie works isn't implicative of the plot in the same way. Whereas with the third one, you get that opening thing. We learn who like the despicable guy is and his almost as despicable friends. like pretty much right away, which is, you know, fine. And then we learn about this whole Eve's apple bullshit. And that all becomes very
Okay.
self-evident, like what the corruption is, or like what the motivator is, what the tension of that motivation is, etc., etc.
I do want to bring up my biggest issue maybe with Wake Up Dead Man. You know how I talk about movies and that I'm pretty good faith just engaging with movies and stuff. I do not like to cinema sins brains it. I think it's very easy to pick apart any story if you bad faith it and find the right logic hole in it, yada yada. But the ending shot, Lux, the ending shot and what it revealed just made, like, it woke that up in me where I was like, well, anyone can find that. Like anyone with a phone camera who comes to the church is going to see that and be able to just like show it to the internet. Like it triggered that in me in a way where I was like, I don't like being that kind of film watcher, and like it compelled me to be that kind of film watcher in a way that doesn't feel good. And like that is very much looking forward to like a cinematic end point or punctuation mark more so than like a sensible conclusion to a mystery or story.
Yeah, I also like, and it was just like a me thing for sure. It's just like, Benoit Blanc is a lot more fun when he is above and outside of the thing.
Oh, and he was too like kind of like invested in it.
Well, and like,
I did wonder why. I thought there was gonna be some sort of twist or reveal that somebody called him here to like intentionally get him to solve it.
or like just having the ending, like his last moment, the way his last. Oh my god, are you kidding? Just like what his last moment was, like him having his big reveal and then being like, JK, actually, I'm gonna be nice to this old lady. It was really unsatisfying in the contours of what the movies are.
Yeah, he wanted to like grant the guy basically like the dignity and respect of like redeeming her, right?
Yeah, like giving her a chance to like go out on her own terms with dignity and kindness or whatever.
I was like, that was when I was like, okay, that's like an on-paper logic answer, but I wasn't feeling it as a cinematic, like, emotive answer.
I mean, I get it in that sense, kind of, where like, I guess, what do I put this? Like, I get,
I think you can do it.
I don't know why you think that. I don't know why, given the events of every fight we've been in so far, you would think that is true.
I'm being a dumb golden retriever man today and just being very positive because I believe we can conquer our landlord department and get ahead and look outside. I'm also remembering, so we've done the disc and the photo so far? Or the
painting and the photo.
Yes, the painting and the photo. Which were the ones we got right the first game?
Yeah. Alright, we're getting out of here.
Okay.
There's no way we're surviving that fight. This is why I was so insistent about trying to get better stuff and maybe getting stronger.
Doing Toothland or...
yeah, it's just that like...
I do remember the stuffed animals, aside from the final guy, being pretty manageable.
Yeah, that's why I was sort of like, we should do that.
I also remember last session we really wanted to get more party members, but like we're stuck with Sophie, it seems.
Yeah, well, we could try to do it, well, we can't do this with this. But like, this is why I was so attached to it, is just like, these fights are very hard, and our party is very squishy. And we just don't have that much good stuff. And so we die very quickly in some of these fights. And then we lose all of our healing equipment.
I had another one of those mines. Thank you, Elman.
Which I appreciate the positivity, but we just are it's gonna be tough to
Yeah.
advance meaningfully if we're dead all the time.
Can you still exit the apartment if you back out?
Yeah, we can, but it's just hard to get we need the money.
Oh, well, that's what I asked you. I was like, if we'd be able to go out to a shop and sell. You picked up some treasures, right?
How do I get these landmines? Okay. I have to be careful where I land standing wise. Where was it?
Right there.
Too late. Well, I don't want to fire. I was eating a treat.
You have to hit it before it pops up?
Mm-hmm. Okay. The last time we were here, we had so many better weapons.
Did you have the teeth weapons when we came in here the first time around? Because
No.
I remember we got like the teeth bat and the teeth stuff. No, that was for, because we got the teeth stuff to crush something else.
Yeah. We did find the war rifle in here. It's made a big difference. Okay.
Child down. You got this guy this turn.
Yeah, this guy will kill him.
I'll let you get it. It's super. Oh. Okay. Oh shit.
I heard the thing, but I don't see it.
There. Cool. Right there. I don't know why I'm saying right there. That's not indicative or direction at all.
Not the most informative thing you
thing.
could say. Oh we gotta wake up Sophie.
Wake up Sophie, heal party.
Well, heal. Okay, I guess there is one way to heal party, which we could do.
Oh, do you have more of those, or is that just the one?
Only the one.
Okay. I was looking at the menu wrong. I did catch up on comics this week, and I think there's something interesting that was revealed in Marvel's Ultimate line that I think speaks to the difference between them and DC when it comes to, I don't know, approaches in villainy?
Interesting. I haven't been keeping up with the Ultimate. But what did you discover? What happened?
Basically, in the Absolute universe, do you know about like the setup for it, where like Darkseid's present everywhere? Like the fabric of reality is like quintessentially evil, which is like why the Absolute universe is the way it is. The Ultimates kind of did a thing where a character was observing through compounded time, just like the history, because of they had a theory that the universe they were stuck in was basically the same thing. Like the Maker did something that fundamentally like made everything evil, like not just forward in time but retroactively in time. But then the conclusion of the book is like, no, like we have to accept basically that like bad things have been part of our historical continuity. It's not like there's a fundamental like evil we can like purge from our continuity and like reach a utopia at. Like we have to save what we have. Which I find is an interesting philosophical contrast to like, you know, everything literally being seeped in the evil of Darkseid over at DC. One strikes me as kind of like a religious essentialist.
I'm calling it.
Okay.
We're gonna do some grinding, getting stronger.
Okay.
I'm gonna go buy some stuff. Not too much stuff. I'm not gonna buy those grenades this time. Oh hey, it's our friend. I forgot about this interaction.
But yeah, I just like that differentiation between, you know, bad things happen because evil exists, it's real. It's like bad things happen because, well, like you have to manage just like reality in that sense. Things fall apart.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do this.
Like reality doesn't hate you, it's just entropic.
Yeah, I think that is an interesting thing, and I do like the idea that Marvel is a little bit more invested in the idea that like things happen as opposed to are these shotgun shells? Yes, I'll buy that. I said I would buy the grenades and say I wasn't gonna buy something else. Haha. But yeah, I like the idea of being a little bit more invested in the idea that things sort of can just happen. That like the world occurs around you and is filled with
A plurality of narratives and individuals and beings and subcultures and cultures.
yeah, possibilities both good and bad. And I think that's more interesting and more like true to life, I think.
Yeah, that's always been sort of like the Marvel distinction, like the Marvel world at your window kind of thing. This stuff's really happening, whereas DC's always been a bit more Paragon, allegorical. The key difference is in the DC universe, people don't hate the heroes as much as in the Marvel universe.
Oh shit. Don't love that. Don't love that.
I remember fighting animals. I don't remember this guy in specific, but you took him out.
Joel ate him.
The Beetlejuice maneuver.
I do like the idea of comics playing more with the concept that there is like a, what's going to put it, like a fundamental, well, I hate this guy. So
A fundamental point.
a fundamental, like, possibility of, I guess you could say, maybe badness is like a little bit of a lazy word to use, but that like things can just occur, and it's not it is not the result of some consciously villainous metaphors that dictates reality or anything like that, but is in fact just that structures exist and people exist, and those things are, you know, I wouldn't say necessarily always in tension with each other, but can be in tension with each other, and that it's sort of significant to examine those questions, you know, like, as opposed to, why are things bad? Oh, well, there's a bad guy who's making them bad.
Yeah, this brings up one of my favorite Spider-Man stories, actually, from like the 70s. There's a Mysterio arc in like the 190s where Aunt May gets sent to an old folks' home. Oh man, it says, I can sympathize with the desire for directionality. I think modern sensibilities react to cycles poorly. We want our stories to end up somewhere.
Well, people want stories to end up somewhere. That's I think, not a modern phenomenon. I think is a modern phenomenon. I was actually just talking about this with our friend Rory.
People know a lot.
People want their stories to be like predictable.
Okay, so yeah, this is something I was thinking of because of Rob Reiner, R.I.P., but I was thinking of Misery because I remember in Misery, a big part of it is Annie gets mad when things aren't fair. And a lot of Misery is Stephen King on a cocaine binge, just writing his frustrated feelings about fandom down in the mid-'80s. And he's very big on this whole, you know, Annie as a psychotic fan. Like, she wants things to be fair. It's not fair if he rug pulls or does twist on her or does something meta and unexpected. It has to be colored within the lines. And so much of that mentality is what you see present in like TV tropes brain, and like, oh, well, I understand like that there's a thing called a 5-act structure and a 3-act structure, and by like a high school grading rubric, all art should be this.
Right, I mean, this is what Rory and I were talking about, kind of, was like...
Yeah, I saw Rory posting about tropes leading to AI brain.
Yeah, well, it's like this idea that if you can... Oh my god, purges. Why can you not hit anything? If you take this idea... Joe, why didn't
Come
you
on.
do the... Why didn't you use the potion? Oh my god, if we're fucked here because of this fucking idiot child, I'm gonna freak out. To waste my statement, and now you miss. This is...
Purges just ain't hitting.
This is a disaster. It's all Joel's fault, really. Great, now the axe is dead. This is gonna make me go crazy. Do you have eye drops? We gotta have some eye drops in here. We've picked up so many. Okay. This fight should not have been hard.
Right, they're equipped with what's effective.
Yeah, they're good at hurting this guy. We've just missed 100 attacks. There we go.
He had to take a revival detour as well.
I know, the nightmare. But yeah, like, people want stories to be predictable in, like you're saying, in this, like, TV tropes kind of way, but specifically that, as the way Rory puts it, which I think is a fun, an interesting way to characterize it, is that, like, if you can kind of reduce a thing to the tropological structures inside of it, right? Like, you can go look for a romance novel.
You can look up every enemies to lovers thing you want.
Yeah, exactly. If you can do that,
Friends to haters, yeah.
then all of a sudden, why wouldn't people just, like, why is AI not the obvious sort of endpoint of that?
Yeah. It's such a dead end for, like, conversation too, when it's like, oh, well, like, was that movie that trope? Like, you're just kind of like, well, like, look, I recited and memorized, like, the pre-existing language model as far as, like, all the defined tropes go, but it's like, well, where's the imaginary in that?
Yeah, and like, both your imaginary as a reader and also, like, the text's, like, internal imaginary.
Yeah, like, the text uses specific language in detail to convey something beyond just, like, the structure of the thing. Like, it's using the structure of the thing to convey something more meaningful, intentional, human.
Yeah, which is not, like I said, which is not to say that I don't think the characterization that L-Man is making about people wanting things to land somewhere is not accurate, because I think that is true. But I think that the toxic impulse or destructive impulse we're dealing with is a little bit more than just that, but is in fact grounded in this desire for strict predictability.
Yeah, that's how you get the kind of the Disney gimmick of the last 15 years.
Right, and like Rory said, it's also sort of how you get this AI thing, because it, oh my god, that's really bad.
Come on.
Because it, like, we're in absolute hell.
Yeah.
Okay. Not good. See, I think the problem right here is that we just have an under-equipped party that sucks. So I'm trying to figure out what we can do to rectify that problem. Because it was like, it's like pretty obvious we're doing the landlord thing that, like, we just can't get through that area.
The
like,
landlord area?
yeah, we hadn't even, like, gotten to, like, the super hard part, and we were, like, out of everything.
Can't go to Edwin.
We did
Taxidermy apartment was fucking us up.
We did Edwin.
Already did Edwin, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could maybe, I think we could approach the taxidermy apartment a little better than we did. So I might go back there, but I also want to check some other stuff.
Anything in the first floor hallways we haven't tapped yet? I know we did the mouse room. Did we do the plant room, or did we skip that?
I think we've done that one. He has no more duct tape, I don't think.
We need to get the landlord's key to go to the basement level, and then from the basement level we can open up the elevator.
And also
the Venus key.
And also the garage.
And the garage.
And the sewers.
Get the discs, do all the how do we fuck up the VHS bit? I'm curious.
I think we just got the wrong one. I think we taped the wrong thing. I think we taped the hallway, not outside. I don't know how we check in. So fuck, I'm gonna kill this Rat King.
Yeah. Oh man, X says, so I read Orwell's Politics in the English language, and he's critical about using metaphors or phrases carelessly in a way that suggests you're choosing words off the rack, like you picked them because you heard them used in similar situations. Yeah, that's how we nullified like epic as a usable word. I think the word satire is also like this.
Oh no!
Irony.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
Everybody's in love with that Rat King. Well, at least Sophie's too weak to hurt us.
That is a good upside. But yeah, I think that Orwell thing is illustrative to a certain degree, because I think, Henry, like you're saying, I think correctly, like okay, we have stuff for that, I think. Like you're saying, I think correctly, these words like lose their force as they get increasingly sort of commodified into like weird linguistic like treadmill functions. Like we were talking about this on in the Burns Discord today.
Mm-hmm. I was enjoying his video on Christian nationalism as well.
That one came out
about halfway through it.
That one came out pretty good, I think. It's putting up freaking numbers.
Yeah, that was one I didn't edit, so it's fun to see the other side of the channel. Go check it out after this.
Yeah, really good video. But Dave and I were talking about this Chapo thing where like Will Menaker like really thinks that people should be able to say the R word for various reasons, because Will Menaker sometimes just goes to the mat for shit that's stupid. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about how, like, I do think there is an argument there, not for using that particular word in the way that he wants to, but that, like, it's important to have words that indicate that something sucks. Mm-hmm. And that there is a consistent reticence to, do we not have any medicine? Oh, god damn it. Whatever. Alright, is she ready to come out? Nope.
I think I have a question pertaining to this, or like to kind of poke at this idea from a slight side, but I do want to hear you.
Well, that like I think that like it's important to have like,
because I think there's this is a huge issue with how we talk about the homeless or the unhoused.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? Is that there? So okay, I get yelled at online sometimes. I mean, often, but.
I mean, did you get, you were kicked off of Blue Sky for a little, not too long ago.
I was recently suspended from bluesky.com, or .app.
Oh no, Twitter jail.
But, for my woke liberal Hitler type style views. But like no, the thing that is true that I'm trying to get at here, that I'm stumbling around a little bit, is that like, where do we go? What do we do? Let's go check on Mutt. Ground floor too scary. Oh, I think I know what I wanted to do.
That one guy's still too strong that we walk by.
Yeah, whoa.
It's all good.
I think I know what I want to do.
But we need words for things that suck.
Whoa! Hold up. Couple things here I would like to get. What is this? Yeah. Lockpicks, I'll take. Chainsaw I will also take. I'm gonna figure out how to afford it.
So we have some stuff to sell, right? Or I'm trying to remember what you did since you last loaded.
I don't remember, but we're gonna find out.
Yeah. How much is the rare comic book?
We're gonna find out.
That's pretty good, yeah. I haven't checked since I grabbed it, but I grabbed the canceled Red Hood by Gretchen Falkenmeyer. And it was going for like 50 bucks the day after, so I'm like, haha. I'm a millennial with no 401k. That's my retirement. Who am I kidding? No, we're not gonna retire. The structure's gonna break down.
I'm taking this chainsaw.
It's gonna fundamentally change in some way.
Okay, I like the chainsaw. That
Does that tilt the,
I just wish we can handle that.
this guy?
No, the taxidermy room better. And then we can go from the taxidermy room.
I just dread that the chainsaw's gonna break instantly.
Well, look. If it gets any damage, I'll take it off until we get more duct tape. We also need to get gasoline for it, which is tricky. Oh, what's up? It's Nervous again. Hello, friendo. Look, a horrid taxidermy dog.
We're raiding the taxidermy apartment on game 2 of Look Outside while talking about the utility of words for describing things that suck.
Yeah, but like Dave's right, and first of all, I want to make sure I fly this. Dave is extremely right that like there are better ways to handle this issue than like drop the bar as low as possible. Like Will Menagram be like, everyone should just say the R slur because I'm a jerk. Mm-hmm. Like that's not a good approach to this. Oh my god.
It's opening its jaws. What do you get in Dundee Hamels Mammal? Also, how did the kettlebell workouts go?
There we go. That's better. Also got to give a weapon to Lee.
There's a video.
Yeah, like there's a better version of this, right, than like this lowest possible denominator bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Is that a thing on the table you can grab?
Which thing? Oh, the money?
Thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, that's a big part of why I came here, was to get this particular thing.
$50, yes.
Yeah, because I want to go see... I want to clear the non-scary part of this first. And then I want to go see if we can get our hands on Audrey, the vending machine.
Right, she took off last session. We were feeding her a bunch of coins. She might be a useful party member if that's where that's headed, you know?
Yeah. And
we gotta replace this kid.
And she's just a new thing, and we haven't got a lot of new stuff on this run in a while.
Ooh, man, chocolate covered pretzels. I did not get the pretzels today, and I'm regretting it.
Those pretzels have been good.
Yes.
But yeah, so like
More to say on words.
yeah, so we were talking about how you don't need this lowest common denominator bullshit where it's like, oh, I'm Will Menaker and I want to use this weird slur that I like. Because it's like, shut up. Like, that's obviously socially harmful. Don't do that. It's bad. Like, that one's fairly straightforward to me. Mm-hmm. But we were talking about how there's also a certain degree to which, like, there is an impulse to constantly sort of find, like, it's like this linguistic problem, right? Anytime you describe a thing that sucks, you're going to describe it in terms that refer to things that are like perceived socially as negative, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's how language like works. It's like I get yelled at online for being like, this shit is so stupid, or this person sounds insane. And then people are like, some people are stupid or insane. Some
People are crazy.
And I'm like, yes, I understand. Like, and I get that maybe using that as like a negative phrase is not the most socially productive thing I've ever done in my life. This is something I understand. However, where I push back on that
I've definitely replied to MRA ass post with the word pussy sometimes, yes.
Yeah. Like, where I diverge from like the moral position there, and I think there's a compelling moral position there, is that like, you're gonna have something. Like, that's just how it goes. It's like there's gonna be some kind of tension there, always. Oh, hell yeah, that was a very good one.
Yeah. A very thorough and filling soup.
Yeah, that puts us in a good spot. We need to find more gasoline. Well, I've saved over the last save by mistake. That's okay. Let's watch a video game, or play a video game in case someone shows up. We want our Wizard's Hell Arcane Tears. And I think beating the game is cool to do.
Yeah, they do give nice little stat boosts. I was told there is one of the mini endings you can get if you just stay inside and play video games the whole time.
Yeah.
Which seems pretty fun. Hell yeah. Please be a salesman.
Those pretzels hidden, that's what we like to hear to Hamill's Animal.
Getting them good things.
Whoa.
This guy looks hello. Yes. I was like, he's either going to join our party member and be a brawler, or he's going to sell us a bunch of stuff. Let's trade.
Oh, nothing that good. I was hoping for...
Go to the football helmet? What are those?
That's okay, but I was hoping you'd have a better weapon.
Yeah. I was like, maybe the armor's really good, but also we don't have any money for it. Can we sell them stuff?
We can sell them some stuff. We have... Someone's eagle.
Okay.
Someone's dog.
Mazes and wizards.
I want to hang on to that. I don't know. I'm attached to that one.
How much does it go for?
We can save it for now if we need the 32. I'll save the spirit board too, actually. This guy's got nothing we want, so fuck off. Okay.
That was disappointing.
Sure was. Okay.
Well, do you want to go screw around in the teeth department?
I don't think there's... No, because now we have coins. And I want to go down to Audrey.
Right.
That was what I was doing. Unless you can find that... Right, to Hamill's Mammal. I don't know if you're doing that joke on purpose, but that's exactly right. Like, that's like exactly the thing that I'm sort of struggling with working through is...
I, for one, like that fucks can be positive and negative. Those fucks, or that fucks.
Yeah, but like, things already are socially connoted, right? Mm-hmm. You can always like I guess you could make up a new word and just be like, this guy's a real blongus.
She's beautiful. That sounds lonely. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can help. Oh yeah, we got plenty of quarters.
Shit.
Ernest is dead, isn't he?
Yeah.
D. Hamels says, I feel like you can use your own slang or poetics if it's harmonious with the rest of your speech.
Yeah, I mean, in an individual context, yeah. Oh, there's no more advice option. Crap.
I like my eggs sunny side up with some lemon pepper on them. Put that on a piece of buttered toast and pop it. That's the good stuff.
Mutt. Who's Mutt? That's
The shop guy, right?
Oh, you're right. Okay. Should we go try and find him?
Yeah, I mean, you just go back down to the shop, I'd imagine.
Yeah, that's right.
What does that lead to? Well, let's see.
Now we're gonna find out. We have new stuff going on. I like my eggs poached. Is my favorite, but I'm always happy with an over easy or a scrumble.
Yeah, scrambles and over easies. I do like the yolk intact a lot, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of why I like poached so much, is I like the way that a poached yolk is. But yeah, I think that in an individuated social context, this question of language and linguistic usage is a little bit more mitigated. Because this is so weird.
You're going in loops.
Yeah, but I just have to go down, maybe? It's more mitigated, right? Because, like, damn, poach yourself an egg. It's easy, and it's fun, and they're delicious. All you gotta do is get a big pot full of water, start that shit a-boiling, and then
just drop it in.
Put a little bit of vinegar in that water, and then you're gonna have the egg in a cup. You wanna crack your egg into like a mug or something, and then you stir it so that it creates like a spiral, like a whirling tornado, and then you just dump that egg into that whirling tornado of slightly vinegary water, and then you watch it form its little shape,
Hold on. Restocking the vending machine. What's in his special inventory?
That's the stuff on the table.
Oh, okay.
And you put it there for like 2-3 minutes, and then you fish it out with a fork or ideally a slotted spoon. And then you drop that thing on a toasted muffin, English muffin, and that's a good way to eat breakfast, my friend. It's very easy. And if you do it right and everything works out great, it's very pretty and it's rewarding.
Ooh, do you want to take that guy?
I didn't mean to go there, so no. I want to get back to Audrey.
Right, we have the key.
But I don't know where the cans are. So I don't know how much difference the key is going to make. I mean, you don't put cheese on a poached egg.
I put cheese on scrambled eggs, but not poached. But not like a poached or a sunny side up. I've also done a bit of egg and cheese in hash browns. Like shred up the potatoes, and then just kind of soak them in, like, you know, scramble up, like stir up the egg, break it down. Add a bit of pepper, a bit of butter. Fry up the potatoes. Eggs with chorizo too, yes, Captain Quasar.
Yeah, chorizo's great. So we have the key. We don't have any sodas to put in it. I don't have a good way to, like... Okay. I don't... Fuck. I don't have a good angle approach here on this problem.
Don't know what to do with Audrey.
We just don't have any coins.
We got some better weapons from Mutt. You think we can handle the taxidermy with the chainsaw now?
Angle approach, very good. Yeah, we don't get any coins from there, so I'm tempted to go to the landlord again.
Also, what's up, Captain Quasar?
I'm like tempted to try the landlord again, now the chainsaw. Because the chainsaw will fucking slice and dice the guys in there, because they're all weak to slashing. And there's definitely coins we could get from there. And go back to Audrey. Like, watch this. That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching that.
The tropes approach to ingesting and internalizing stories does make me think of like whole word learning as opposed to phonics when it comes to literacy as
Oh yeah,
well.
isn't that like a thing right now?
Yeah.
Where people are just like learning this like totally made up way of reading and it's like making them insane and illiterate.
It's something that we shifted to in like the early aughts with like No Child Left Behind and all that, but yeah. The studies are in. Hooked on phonics was correct. But yeah, it's very much like a using context clues to fill in the blanks without much understanding of breaking down individual words, consonant sounds. Again, instead of phonetics, it's whole word. And the problem is, you know, it becomes so reliant on contextual understanding that the brain sort of just memorizes short, familiar sentences and structures and syntaxes and doesn't really internalize language in the same way.
Yeah, that seems insanely bad. You shouldn't do that, in my opinion. Nice cat.
Yeah, D. Hamill's memo, there was a journalist, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she did a podcast, I want to say 2 years back, called Sold a Story, which was a huge investigative piece on just the history of like the phonetics and whole word learning battle that goes on. Because, you know, like whole word learning has its proponents who are making a profit off of it by selling it to the school system, and also just, again, it's also tied into like the Bush era, No Child Left Behind, the turn towards standardized testing public schools take in the...
Wait, Henry, what was the name of the piece?
The podcast was named Sold a Story. Actually, let me see if I can find it, and I'll just link it from my phone.
Yeah, I'm sure sounding it out makes it more memorable and stick in your head more. That makes perfect sense to me. Like, that feels intuitively true. Certainly more so than like, I just like, because like it's, okay. When I was reading about this, I remember this example where like, basically, if I remember correctly, this kid was reading and came across the word horse and insisted that it was the word pony. And the logic behind that insistence was basically like due to the context clues, right? Like,
Yeah.
recognizing like every other word in there. And being like, oh, that's definitely it's got 4 legs and it jumps or whatever, it must be pony.
Yeah, D. Hamill's Mammal, the link that Drag Asnam just posted, that's me. Drag Asnam is my Technopoverty account. That was me just posting the link for mobile.
Wow, Henry giving away his many
Revealing
secrets.
my many secrets.
Alright, can I do something to get Purchase's accuracy up? Because this chainsaw is mission critical for what we're doing here, but yeah, dude, it's very bad. Alright, let's see if there's gear, or if there's...
This brings me to, because, you know, talking about like organizing or seeking things out by tropes, or people getting acclimated to a sort of acculturation where they seek things out based on like what tropes overlap between two works. It just makes me think of like, Lux, how did you develop your, I don't know, curiosity or sense of like what kind of art you wanted to seek or what kind of books you wanted to read? I'm just...
I mean, frankly, a lot of it was just copying my brother.
Gotcha, yeah.
A lot of it. And then also, speaking of copying my brother, I learned how to read somewhat famously, often discussed in various forums, from playing, or from watching along with my brother and my dad playing through the video game Betrayal at Krondor.
Betrayal.
When I was very little. And so, my early exposures to language are largely grounded in like Raymond E. Feist style like fantasy writing.
I do think a pretty informative like piece of writing, especially like as far as like early video games that I really ate up a lot of my brain space as a kid, is Zelda, like Link's Awakening, which is like the most Twin Peaks David Lynch inspired Zelda up until like Majora's Mask, but as a video game, it just, you know, as a Game Boy game, required a lot of like being able to read the directions, follow what it was telling you. But at the same time, it would sprinkle with like, but wait, are you doing this because you want to do it or because the game's telling you to do it? Is this all a dream or like what is a quest really? So it was an interesting introduction to fantasy because you were a hero with a sword, but like there weren't like princesses and evil kings. It was a weird island, and it was like a village with NPCs that you were interacting with and like building community with and like solving problems for.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. I think we've discussed this a little bit, but like, my dad was a big fantasy freak.
Yeah, I think you've played more like PC RPG type stuff, where I was like more console platformers.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta find more gasoline somewhere too. But my dad was a big RPG, like PC RPG and fantasy freak. So my exposure to literature as a kid was a lot of like reading Lord of the Rings really young, or reading David Eddings or Guy Gavriel Kay or Mervyn Peake as like a child.
Yeah, I think because of the Mega Man X games, I just went straight to Isaac Asimov pretty fast in middle school. And
yeah, I mean, I was reading Asimov in middle school. I'm talking about like, I think the first time I read Lord of the Rings front to back, I was in first grade.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Like,
I think in 3rd or 4th grade, there was The Hobbit was read in elementary schools to a lot of my friends.
Yeah, so like that's what I mean. Is like and you know, like this is not like
You also have a huge, again, you brought up in the past streams, like you're going to see Alex Garland's Elden Ring because you have just a loyalty to swords and sorcery.
Yeah, I love sword and sorcery stuff. But yeah, I mean, this isn't like I'm a fancy boy who learned how to read big words at a young age. It was just that like,
right.
I grew up in a household where what we do is read fantasy novels and play reading intensive fantasy video games.
Yeah.
And that's like what I grew up with.
I've realized how much of my father's like music literacy and kind of like 70s and 60s cinema like literacy were also very big on like building, I don't know, for me this sense of like the Simpsons like mid-century idea of there being like a pop culture canon of like meaningful American culture that was like the post-war like movies and hippie revolution stuff.
Yeah, I mean, my dad was also very into your Mel Brooks type Jewish guy comedy stuff.
My dad loves Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, my dad's into all the Mel Brooks shit. As my brother and my mom and I, and then like my brother was more of a sci-fi guy, but our whole family was, pretty down for whatever. Why is it so hard to? I hate this floor so much.
Yeah, and what I originally started this line of inquiry with was like how
Oh, she's not here anymore.
Where'd she go?
Fuck. All that work. Okay, well.
Well, yeah, my whole going back to like why I started asking about that in general is just like the idea of like the muscle of like the development of like curiosity or a sense of guidance towards like finding what might interest you artistically. Like I think about like now, it's basically what I do with Technopoverty, where I was like, okay, these two things have like overlapping ideas, so I'll hopscotch between them and see what that says about like the genre or the concept in a broader sense.
And this goes back to what we were talking about earlier with like genre bending stuff as a practice. That like when I was a child. Okay, great. He does sell gasoline. That's what we need.
Cool.
What are those? Are those bullets right there? Oh yeah, those
Yes.
like Magnum bullets, right? Leave, don't care. What is this? Let me handle that down. Because it actually is really good for making... I don't want to spend any more money actually because I have to pay money inside
The landlord's
house. But yeah, like so.
Genre bending in the
Like
I imagine.
yeah,
right?
so So when I was a kid, and like by kid I mean, you know, up into high school when I started like having like a more like literary theory informed perspective on things. But when I was a child, like a young kid, up until that point, a big thing that was part of my day-to-day was like, okay, what can I make stew with? Fish. Great.
Fish stew.
You know, the way I would pick out books, I would go to, you know, whatever, Politics and Prose or whatever thrift store. And then would basically be like, this book, you know, this guy's got a sword. Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
Good.
It's all going according to plan.
People are showing up.
And then after we hear this knock, we're going to go downstairs and look for that. Oh, pizza.
Yeah, I think this person... Sure. A stale pizza for $9 in this economy? Buddy, I'll take it. It's an XL? Domino's would be charging me $45 for that.
Alright, so let's see what the stale pizza is. Okay, so there's the small heels, we got 12 of them.
12 HP, yeah.
I want to tip that guy more than I did, but that's okay.
Now you want to go downstairs, you said?
Now we go for the landlord again.
Okay.
Now we have gas in this. We have gas.
We have new tools for the task.
We have gas. We have a lot more heal. Oh, I forgot there's one thing I forgot to do. I even bought stuff to do it with. I'm such a silly guy.
Oh, you gotta mix some stuff?
Yeah.
Do some cooking? What if we slightly colored outside the lines this time?
Alright. Now we have more stuff. Our guys are stronger. We have better gear.
We still have Sophie.
Well, can't win them all. We also still have Joel. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
We're meaningfully better positioned to take on this situation.
We just don't have our crust punks from game one.
No, we haven't been able to get Papado or anyone else either.
It's about time.
I think by leaving, coming back, maybe fucked up the order of how this place works.
Damn, if I want a big hot meal. I kind of want an Italian sub.
I'm going to end up getting a fish sandwich from McDonald's because I'm going to go to Forest.
Yes.
And
How's the
that's what
Final Fantasy Tactics going?
Pretty good. The game is really good. And I like the way that we play. So what I like doing is tactics battles and solving the... I mean, I have a small complaint, but it's okay. I like doing tactics battles and solving those things out and puzzling that stuff, and you know,
Yeah.
getting that under control. Forrest likes doing the big builds and making everyone like an unkillable death machine. which is not my thing. I don't super enjoy that, but the way that we do it is we both get to do our little thing. Because, okay, so we're back out here.
Mines. Yeah.
We both get to do our little thing a little bit because we gotta find this right. We gotta find the rifle. I don't remember where it was last time. I remember that it was here somewhere. I don't remember where here.
Was it one of the tents? Check that drawer. What about that door to your left?
I think this can take that to the living room. We can check.
Okay.
But yeah, he gets to grind up all the guys when we're on his own time, when I'm not around. And then when I'm there, everyone's strong enough and leveled that we usually can just go do story and plot missions. I don't have to worry about getting caught up in
The management.
yeah, and just like grinding 55 fights with guys being classes they're bad at. Oh crap, I didn't see him because my body was blocking it. Actually, you don't attack, you just guard because I don't want to waste gasoline. Well, shit.
Flimsy axe.
Man, I want a big hot meal. I get it, dude. Yeah, just get to do the story quest, and then obviously the voice acting quality in the remake is so good. Yeah, I mean, obviously we talk a lot about broth and bean. Dude, Cass made one of those viral TikTok mac and cheeses.
Ooh.
And it was
What kind of
so good.
cheeses were
There was
it?
like
I love mac and cheeses.
there were like 5 cheeses in it, and it was extremely cheese dense.
Was there some Gouda?
It tasted like it. I could ask her and tell you, but it was just like an unbelievable quantity of mac and cheese, of like cheese in the mac, and it was so good. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, crap.
He got you 2 charges though, right?
I have 3. Which is good.
I think you can just fight through this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the new Hassan meta on the Discord, but it's pretty funny.
No. Okay. Actually, I want to do the one thing I'm trying to do, and then I will hand this to you to run around for a little bit.
Okay.
Well, at least while I text Cass back.
Address various digital notifications.
Yeah. Where did I come out? And does it matter? Okay, I remember I came out very close to. Where's this go? Okay.
Colleague Lux was mentioned in a recent Michael Burns video. Yes. I did get to that part.
Oh yeah, is that the part where I made that joke about St. Stephen?
Yeah, St. Stephen didn't take them arrows intentionally.
Yeah, that was a pretty good joke. Oh, are we? Well, oh look. We didn't get past the part that I wanted to go to.
Oh, there's a mine.
Yeah, I said that in the midst of being very annoyed. If you can believe it. That I would get annoyed about the Samantha Fulnecki situation.
Wait, what about the Fulnecki situation?
I got annoyed by it, and that was the context in which I...
Oh, okay, for the quote in the video.
Yeah. Okay, great.
America is now the final litigator of your homework outcome.
Oh, never mind, that was not useful. Alright.
On the topic of language, the term sexual harassment was coined by a group of women at Cornell who shared similar experiences. Before they had a legal political word, they strove to organize or commiserate effectively. Yes. Actually, articulating the term builds a consensus agreement.
What does stunned mean in this game?
Yeah, it's... You have a high probability of the stun not like completely paralyzing you. I mean, oh man, that's also why they don't want people teaching kids PC terms in woke language, because just like it plants the seeds of being able to conceptualize beyond like the tropes, the standard gender norms, the nuclear family capitalist lifestyle. I think that's why in reactionary critical circles you'll see so much bitching and moaning and whining about anything that like deconstructs or subverts or doesn't play just like the trope sincere or straightforward. Or you see somebody who's like, I just want a good, clean, straightforward story. Like, what you want is like an authoritarianism on art.
Yeah, I mean, what's a good way to put this? Like, there is a degree to which, like, language is obviously language is like a necessary prerequisite to action in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
But in this context, oh my god, more of them.
Just how many soldiers?
I don't know, we're just gonna grenade again.
I was gonna say, do you have an explosive?
I don't have a grenade. And so there's a vested interest in in minimizing, you know, oppressed people's access to specific and in particular legalistic language, because access to that kind of language enables principles of organization to happen, right? I think the sexual harassment one is like a great example.
I think the phrase family annihilation does some good work, or can do some good work towards like making a concept more visible than it currently is in culture that perhaps should be more visible. I think when we talk a lot about like this I think it comes to some ideas I have on like the abolishment of the family, or like getting people to conceptualize beyond like the standard narratives as far as what they think they should be pursuing in their life. Family annihilation, just like dudes who pursued the nuclear family thing without realizing maybe what they're signing up for, get frustrated, and then shit becomes, you know, The Shining. There's a reason Bluebeard as a tale is kind of a catchy folkism, or conceptually like familiar across cultures. And like if we're going to talk about like protecting kids and focusing on like ending the abuse of children and such, one thing you can do is reimagine or reframe like what we see as the American family unit, or what we see as a healthy American life. Among that, just acknowledging how severe family annihilation is as a phenomenon, I think is part of that.
Yeah, and I think like, you know, I guess they've been hanging out Burns too much lately. I mean, not too much, it's my job, but like, I've been talking to Burns a lot lately. And a thing we've been discussing a lot is this sort of evangelical Christian concept of like name it and claim it. Where the ability to put a name on a thing kind of gives you the power over it to put it into context and determine your own relationship to it. And I think it is not out of line to say that that capacity to determine your own relationship to a thing is something that certain conservative folks would be happy for people not to have. And so...
It makes me think of how woke became such a right-wing word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also like...
Which also to me seems to be a function of just like the white reclamation and like a commercialization of like any kind of culture from outside of the sphere.
I think there's some of that. I mean, there obviously is.
Yeah.
But I also think on top of that, there is a certain amount of, like they did this with feminism too, right? Like feminist became like a dirty word. And then
Feminists.
the only one that kind of they haven't been able to really like, or like the thing that the one they really struggle with still is like talking about racism. Like a problem they run into.
Well, we don't have a race problem, Lux. We have a culture problem.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, nice. A cachet.
Okay. So this is like why the whole thing of like,
CL,
it's actually, bye, man. It's actually worse to, it's like it's worse to call someone a racist than it is like, that like, when you call someone a racist is actually worse than like, why they get more mad about being called racist than like, reflective about the idea that they were being racist, right? Like, this is, I think, where that comes from, is that like being able to name the way in which they are bad affects them a lot more than the reflection of maybe it's bad that I'm this way. I'm
just thinking of the very painful and stilted Erica Kirk a sit down at CBS where it was pretty much a deflection of any. It was just a reiteration of the most shallowest, you know, I'm a woman of God, my husband did nothing wrong, how dare they be violent.
Yeah. And she just looked so mad the whole time.
Yes.
It was crazy how mad she was looking.
Something about what you're saying though, with them like being able to reclaim and throw, like, you know, they threw feminists back into a bad you know, a bad connotation, or tried to. They strove it with the race stuff. I feel the way the more zealous of them talk about trans folk has gotten more deranged.
I mean, that's undeniably the case.
Huh?
I said I think that is undeniably the case.
Which, I wonder how that correlates to public perception, because, I mean, there's been issues on ballots where people will vote in favor of, like, trans protection still. Like, people want that left alone, but, like, I don't know, what's visible is angrier, it seems, than ever.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's true. Is that, like, we've got to find a Gatling gun. It's got to be here somewhere. Okay, actually, you take it over because I got to text Kaz.
Okay. Like a louder and more, like it's the whole volume pressure thing where, like, perhaps the density is the same, but, like, you know, volume shifted so pressure's louder. I'm making a bad analogy here, but let's just get out of this battlefield.
No, but, like, the idea typically you're getting at, well, I think it's that, okay, so maybe I'm extrapolating too much here, but, like, okay, consider it like this, like, instead of
don't waste purchase gas.
Okay, how do we find this guy? That, like, because the basic idea of because the basic idea of, like, trans rights is a thing that is more generally supported, the argument, what was damaged?
The axe.
That she was using?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Like a louder response?
Yeah, like, there is, the only people who are into it, like, the people who are going to be vocal about it are the people who are insane about it. Okay, you can refuel that by using the special move, Refuel Chainsaw.
Toilet now. Oh, hey.
This is good.
Yeah.
That's the guy who sells you, who will give you stuff for dog tags.
Actually, how much money we got? 75? Okay.
Blow up that door. Oh. Yum.
Oh, it's getting late. Hey, a door to blow up.
You gotta blow some go back out there, you gotta blow some blow up doors.
Yeah, so you already raided this room, it appears.
Yeah.
Got to run.
There you go, back. I can start.
I set a explosive
Oh,
right before this fight
copy
started,
that.
so you're walking towards it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think if you go back 2 rooms, there's another one to blow up.
Yeah, I thought I saw him back there.
It's also very late and dangerous, which I'm cool with. Yes!
Finally.
Yes!
We got the war rifle.
Grandpa's old gun.
I also really want to get the Gatling gun, but I don't know how except for to buy from the gunman, and we do not
How
have
much
that kind
was
of
it? Because
money.
we have 735 right
It was like
now.
1,000.
Keep going right, yeah. Oh, it was thousands?
I think it was like 1,500 or something.
Be right back. But I
Chat, feel free to bet on where Henry's going.
Yeah, go on Kiyoshi.
Put your best guesses on Kiyoshi.com.
Or a P. You'll never know.
Oh, is it 5 or 6? 5. Okay, I don't need to worry about the horses for a while.
Yeah, it's fun.
We got time, baby. Nothing, huh? Weird. Weird indeed.
any shocking revelations?
No. I'm trying to find the. Oh wait, this is one of the guys looking for.
A true blast head.
For some reason, I always click through this in a weird way that fucks everything up. All right. Got us $75 more, which is what I came back to do.
Okay, cool.
And then I want to go back to the next part
phase. I'm pretty sure I have enough money to pay the landlord, right?
Yeah, I think we did.
The title of gamer isn't earned, it's leased, and rent is due.
Damn, so true. This is not how to get to him. Oh, maybe that
Go
is.
up that way, yeah. And it'd be like this hallway, just go north. I killed all these things.
Nice, nice, nice.
You made the bathroom, yeah.
You could have crossed the bathroom.
And then I think you blew up this door recently. That
Yeah.
one's closed. Yeah.
Yeah, I blew up this door and it
Right. That's the way.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Cool. What's this last version of the apartment?
I forget.
Oh. That's... I don't remember this guy. Oh, is he trying to evict you?
I don't know, I'm trying to run away as quickly as I can.
You don't have enough
I do.
stamina? Cool. That was 3 shotgun blasts. Ow.
Oof. Oof.
Are you thinking about reviving Sophie at all?
Or
thinking
use-
of healing?
You should use a tonic on purges.
Performs repairs, but bleeding horribly. I think you can do this. Yeah.
Alright, dead.
Is that good armor?
I think it's better than we had. Please just get me out of here. Ooh, I do want to know if this is anything. Alright, fuck it. If we want to redo this place to get stuff later, we can.
You didn't kill the landlord, so I think we're alright. But yeah, you got the basement key, so mission accomplished on that end.
We did it. Actually, I'm just gonna use smelling salts on these guys.
Yeah, I was just do not use the healing spray.
You can each have a slice of stale pizza.
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
You can go to the basement, you can go back to the apartment.
It's night, right?
Yeah, also the danger meter's like at max, I think. It might be best to rest up and cash in on our wanderings.
Alright, we have $300, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Actually, maybe we'll try to push it to one other thing.
What's that?
We're gonna check on our friend Kaylee who sells keys. Oh right, I forgot. We're gonna go over here to fight part of this guy. So let's just everyone bandage up once.
Go purges.
That's fine.
It's just rank low, it's not out.
Yep. There we go. I also have to fight that half of him.
Yeah, there's all kinds of pieces running.
I know, but I just forget that I thought they just come out one at a time. Well, maybe I can get to Kaylee this way. Cat on the bed. I want to test something. Okay, well,
What was that?
I got a lock pick. And so I tried using it. But I'll save that for other locks.
Oh yeah, we got the war rifle. What's up there? Some coke and a shuriken?
Shotgun shells.
And a shuriken.
I need to do that. Okay, well I'm not going to, I have to be very careful. I do not want to make our scary friends mad.
Tonic and bullets though. Which of these ones
so
are, you have one key left to do this with. Which do you want?
I think that's a healing spray. I think that's the most valuable item there is.
Okay. It is the furthest back. The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager.
I don't know if I've read that book.
Did that get a film adaptation in the 2010s? Am I thinking of the Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock movie? Or is that The House on the Lake? Yeah, look at that. Danger meter. The danger was thrilling.
Alright, let's make some quick food. Well, we love turning pages.
We can now, oh yeah, we now open up the whole basement area though, right? We're gonna go to the parking
so we'll
lot.
do that after we get... Parking lot's my priority, frankly.
Okay, I was gonna say, are we gonna do the VHS thing at all, or are we gonna wait till we get more discs?
We'll get to that, but I want to get to the parking lot as soon as possible. A, to activate the elevator, and B, because I think that the parking lot is our way.
Yeah, there are some sequence breaking stuff you want to do different than our last game, right? Yeah.
We'll cook something else in the morning so we can get some leftovers. But I think this is good. I want to figure out if there's a way we can restock that fucking vending machine.
Well, we gotta find the vending machine.
Yeah, well, that's the first place I'm going in the morning.
Something's touching your face. You feel a bit disheveled.
Yeah, we'll shower and stuff.
You're now smelly.
Whoa, we slept it.
Whoa.
Hey, man.
What's up? Yes. Oh, okay.
We did just save, right?
Yeah. Loving. Ew, it pushes on your brain. Ooh.
Frankfurt School Critical Theory is some of my favorite shit, and also House of Leaves is too, Hamels Mammal. That's good stuff.
I like one of those things, but not the other.
Do you not like House of Leaves?
Yep.
Crazy. That book's so fun and weird. Well, we found another ending. It's the ending where the mask eats us. Yeah, they call that an epistolary novel. That's what they call found footage in book form.
Shit, I'm trying to remember the name of it too. It's not haptic literature. Ergodactic. Or ergodidactic. I can't remember if it's ergodidactic or ergodactic, but that's also what House of Leaves is considered because of like the haptic nature of like the actual playing of form it does with your hands. Like it's ergonomics plus didactic. The way the text is laid out, the way it makes you turn around the physical object. That's
what if I embrace it?
Yeah. Same thing.
That was wrong. I thought I would be hugging the outside. I'm gonna figure out how to get through this conversation.
I think you just choose the non-compete option and then maybe have to fight it.
Well, more things pop up, and I don't think we're gonna fight it. I think there's a way this thing becomes our friend if we just don't. I'm saying, the more language you have, the easier it is to access certain things and ideas and articulate them and engage with them with people.
See how I recalled ergodactic from like remembering like didactic and ergonomic as well? Like ergonomic is in like the design of how something interacts with your hands and is like usable and tactile in the world, and didactic is in it's teaching you something through that. Which, much like I was talking about with like finding genre stuff and like thinking of things like more conceptually, ideologically, like You don't have to remember all the titles of a thing in a genre, but if you remember how like a certain thing plays with the trope of a genre, it may trigger you to remember the name of the movie or story you're thinking of.
Oh, that reminds me that was the thing I trailed off in the middle talking about. Is that like, so when I was a kid, I would go to the store and be like, let me find like Publix Pros or whatever, and find like a book with a sword on the cover or a wizard or whatever. But it turns out that, all right, we'll try this again.
Also, it seems like you might be able to walk around it if you're fast
Yeah,
enough.
but I don't want to do that. No. ...
It was hungry. Nice. What's going on with your laptop? Also, someone's knocking at the door out there.
Is he live here now? Okay, well. Okay, yeah.
Oh, is that Sophie's mom? Okay. Well, you lost the child and you got the Shadow Man. I think this is an upgrade, a huge upgrade.
Will the Shadow Man join the party?
Let's see.
No. So not so good in terms of...
Yeah, didactic refers to teaching.
Okay, they want me to leave food on the counter. Everyone's pretty healed, so I'm just gonna make...
You'll often hear, most likely just being braggadocious and not necessarily the truth is when somebody, I don't know, people, I don't know if they do this as much anymore, describe themselves as autodidacts because they want to be like these Elon Musk-esque, I taught myself everything, bootstrap entrepreneur bullshit.
Oh, I get another message from Cass.
Hi, how are you doing today? I can advance if you want me to just save on your slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just befriended the Shadow Man. You wanted to leave the food at the table?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The army helmet protects from crushing bullets and stun.
I don't hate her using the fragile hammer, but we have to get her that teeth pendant. She's got to have defense or survive. Oh, he got the slingshot. That's funny. But that's fine. He can have a ranged weapon.
Okay. Army jackets all around.
Yeah. All right. I've regained.
I just stepped out into the hall. I don't know if you wanted to like, do anything else in the apartment, but yeah, the shadow dude wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. I was chasing Cass because she's debating going back to working at one of the clinics she used to work at regularly. I have ridden on a motorcycle. I don't intend to do it again anytime.
Yeah, I've ridden on the back of a motorcycle. I've never driven one. Oh, cool. Looking for astronomers.
No, we know where they are. But you said we could take all their stuff.
What's in that trash can? Vinegar, nice.
Yeah, vinegar's clutch.
Essential for mixing things. What's that poster?
Oh, there's a rake in there? Crazy.
$50 and some coins. Toothpaste.
What else you got, lady? We're taking all your shit. We fed your kid for a week.
Oh, did those holes lead anywhere?
Ooh, 4X cloth is good.
Yeah, you got some vinegar and some cloth.
And we have disinfectant too.
Are those holes in the wall anything?
That's the Hydra.
Yeah. Well, I meant those, like, you walk into the... like, where they're breaking in. Gummy bears, nice.
Oh, so she can still be in the party. Do
Okay.
you want to take her with us?
I mean, we don't have a fourth member otherwise for now, so I'm for it. How do you weigh out going back to a practice? I can imagine there being a lot of stress factors in that.
Yeah, well, she's deciding if maybe it's worth not doing the relief stuff anymore so she can, like, get free healthcare and 401k matching and stuff.
Understandable.
Yeah. Okay, now I want to check some stuff on the first floor.
We do have the basement key now.
Yes, I'm working my way down. Let's optimize this little menace. Okay, we can actually do a few optimization changes.
Do you want to take the teeth pendant off her?
I do, but I also want to make sure she has her slingshot. And I don't want to give her
The machete.
anything as good as the machete, so I'll give her this dagger instead.
Oh, someone's wearing the racking thing, huh?
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Okay, she's back.
Hey.
Okay, so you have to... Let's get an order soda.
Audrey, can you scooch forward?
Here, you want to... Actually, can you go look for the lady in the pipe? Well, I take the cast back again, and then I'll be locked in.
Here she is. What are we doing with her? Oh, yeah. Almost here. Is the party equipped for this fight, Lux?
I think she can say come back later.
Yeah, can you come back in a little? So that's that. Anything else on the first floor you wanted to investigate?
Yeah, let me check. I wanted to put ground Audrey a little bit more, but I wanted to see if we can... Is she a straight line from here?
Who?
Audrey? Or did you have to go up or down?
I think you have to go up.
Okay.
And then...
No, it's not this one.
No, down.
Well, this should just eventually loop.
You have to go left one and down.
Left.
Yeah.
Blurp, blurp, blurp. Oh, then it's up because she's above Ernest's house.
Oh,
She's gone.
now.
Fuck me.
You thinking we just gotta empty out all the sodas?
No, I just want to examine it again and see what I can find. But I guess it's too late for that now.
You have to, yeah.
I'll come check on her again later, but infuriating.
I think you have to. Yeah, cross there. And then north or south, I think either way will get you.
That's safe in the hallway. What's this thing? That's where that lady was.
That's where you were.
There's the sign.
And there's the exit.
Okay, there we go. Alright. I gotta fight this thing. I
This
forgot about
boy.
This thing.
The crawler.
Oof.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to get him off the chainsaw because I don't want to. I want to save that for higher level fights. You can take a sledgehammer, I guess.
Is there anything on that body?
A good question.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to find those guns and ammo.
Go open the parking lot.
Well, I want to check a couple things. Oh yeah, there's this guy who loves bandages. Duct tape, huge.
It's all junk. Four bandages?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this... okay. This is not Papado. But you got a lapis ring. 5.
Do we have Pluto yet? We do.
Yes. Can you pick that lock?
That's the one that has the code, I think.
Check it.
No, because we click on it, it makes you enter the code once.
16.
16, which number was that?
Is that Uranus?
Nope. It's probably Neptune then. That one's off the other side.
I think you have to go through that south door.
We do. I want to look around at everything available to us. Oh,
We
right.
never figured out what happened here or what to do here, did
No,
we?
but I don't think we were able to use.
Was this open before?
I don't think it was. I really would like to figure this out. But actually, I'm going to switch the sledgehammer for the claymore with him. Okay.
Unless you want to go up to the common rider room. I forget what's to the right.
No, that's there's like a guy in there. He has some stuff that's okay. We don't have to rush to him. The garage, on the other hand, is what I've been seeking forever.
The house tour, die Hamels mammal.
Oh, you mean move the... Take us wherever you want, dude.
Oh shit, the sewers already.
Yeah, this is how you get to the other side. I don't want to try and explore the whole sewers yet.
You just want to get to like the parking lot.
Is this guy an enemy?
That's an enemy, that's an enemy, that's an enemy.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to get to the other side and get to the parking lot. And I'll kill this tick. Just to save time. Down the line.
Yeah, we never really figured out what to do with the furnace, huh?
I feel like we woke it up and then we had to talk to it or kill it. We never did end up trying to figure out which one of those two things we need to do. Okay, so there's like a switch we have to hit to open that door.
Is it nearby? I think it's up on that ledge.
That Slugman was?
Yeah. Well, howdy, partner.
Hey, bud.
Yeah, some OG Kamen Rider from the 70s.
Okay, so okay, well.
Standard setting television. Birth of Power Rangers. The OG Kamen Rider, I haven't watched all of the original series, but I did read all of the OG Kamen Rider manga. It holds up pretty well. Nowhere near as long as the actual TV series, which of course leaned way harder into the Monster of the Week premise. If you jump ahead while howdy partner, Kamen Rider Black has some excellent practical effects that I think still hold up, or they don't hold up. They're clearly from the 80s, but they're caked in style.
I think there's an interesting conversation to be had that hasn't occurred much yet.
Okay.
That is like, what do people mean when they say hold up?
Yeah, is it still something that can entertain without like a contextual historical appreciation, I guess is what I would go for.
Yeah, is it like, because I always just mean like, is it, yeah, like effectively what you're saying, like, is it artistically effective? Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah, I don't know much about The Black Sun on Amazon. If you want to watch a modern one that's very good, I would suggest X-Aid. I think X-Aid's really good in part because its theme is like, what if Kamen Rider was a gamer? And a huge part of X-Aid is that while Kamen Rider is a gamer in X8, he has to learn the tough lesson that being good at video games doesn't mean you're good at other aspects of life. It can be a useless skill. No, that's X8. I forget what the thing with Geats is. Another reason X8's fun is while it's Monster of the Week and it's gamer themed, it also tries to be genre of the week. So one episode he's fighting like a platforming monster, the next week he's fighting a horror monster, the next week he's fighting a dating sim monster. It goes a lot of fun places with that, conceptually.
Alright, Lee, we'll switch your weapon shortly.
A few different riders in a battle royale setting. That might be one of like the anniversary movies or series. Plumbing tools found.
Oh, wilting hammer, that's sad. Yeah, but we have to get a lot of these doors open, though we need to open a lot of switches.
Okay, one turn. Yeah, I did watch all of 01. That one, I liked the look of it. I like the suit in 01. Plot-wise, I felt it kind of weak as far as what I'm used to, as far as the Kamen Rider protagonist going on a journey. Like, the 01 comedian guy just kind of becomes a tech CEO. I did not know that about the rival. That is cool.
We went in here, right? Yeah, okay, that's Ballard.
Yeah, he's been through here.
Yeah, I'm just going to backtrack a little bit because we got to go down somehow. Oh, this fucking guy.
I think 01 kind of skirted too close to romanticizing or lionizing the entrepreneurial spirit, which I find kind of weird considering Kamen Rider at its core is a fascist critique of like control and like being made a hero or a cop by a system. Like it is a role used to facilitate social cohesion, not social control.
You troll, you ate that guy? Nasty.
Yeah, Joel, how do these things taste?
Oh, we don't have any band-aids. Oh, but balm cures bleeding, so that's okay. Do we have any food? No, okay, that's not great.
I do think, well, howdy partner, on the inverse side of that, Kamen Rider O's, I don't really remember it having a big grand overarching thesis statement in a way as articulate as say X-Aid, but the protagonist is a broke hobo and he's just a joy to watch educate children and beat up monsters. A spy in people's dreams.
Maybe we have to go this way.
Yeah, I think, because remember we unlocked like a gate and a monster started chasing us?
Yeah, I mean, that I think it was a different gate than the one we're working with now, but
yeah, yeah, go backwards, go forwards.
Oh my god,
Shit's cracking.
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Okay, I have a few things on you, so I might bail in the basement for a second and run back upstairs.
Yeah, I've seen Ryuki in passing. Speaking of if things hold up, artistically, visually within their own. Even, I don't know, because like I think about things I appreciate because of the historical context. Like American comic books, I don't mind the internal clunkiness of like a 60s comic because that reports so much about like preferred methods of production and appeal of the time.
Yeah, there's always something you said for like the question of historical context and historical construction as like an interesting part of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go home, I want to save, I want to eat food.
Shadow Man, you ready to join?
Or give us another present. Oh, I can't eat food because I fucking left it after the roaches. Okay, fine. I'll let that go.
Yeah, howdy, there's decades of Kamen Rider. There's a movie in the 90s, I think it's just Kamen Rider Zio, where he's quite literally a monster man. Like, it's not so much a hero gets a suit and then goes and saves the day. It's he's cursed with, like, the grasshopper monster infection. That is the Kamen Rider suit, and has to learn to control it.
I forgot one thing.
That one's fun because it's like a direct to VHS kind of OVA thing. It's just like a 70-minute movie. It has a lot of cool stop motion and practical effects. It was directed by, I forget the name of the director, but they also directed a movie called Zyram, which is a pretty fun live-action anime adaptation of like a sci-fi bounty hunter cyberpunk thing.
Now you have lots of bandages.
Which should be available on Tubi. I'm gonna punch that one's name into the chat.
Zyram.
Zyram rules.
Zyram.
Zyram.
That's done. Let's go check on the shopkeeper.
What can we buy? Yeah, W's a good one. I really like the design of a lot of like the both characters and monsters and stuff in W. $8 off a mace, eh?
Is that what it looks like? Yes!
Combat knife.
My favorite weapon there is.
Is that a better slingshot for Sophie? Should we
I
get
think
some
it's
armor? How much money do we have at our disposal?
Oh, super slingshot?
And you got $27 off the price.
Yeah, let's get that. And then if this is vinegar, no, okay. Then fuck it, let's go. Well, let's give Sophie the
better
super
slingshot.
And also, let's use the claymore and have you go rifle mode.
Anyone gonna get that combat knife, or are you just holding off on that for now?
Holding off on it for now.
Alright.
What can you take?
We still got the chainsaw on hold too, cool.
Yeah.
Want any food from the high park?
She can have a pitchfork. Okay, let's murder.
Moida.
Nope.
Yeah, basement.
Basement. I want to get to that garage. I want to get there bad.
Shotgun in the trunk. Did you get the car key already?
I think we have the car key.
Okay.
The shotgun.
That's a locked door. You have to go
Frankie.
to the south. Yeah. And then the south again.
This one's locked.
Isn't it? Or did you come back through it? Yeah.
Oh I have too many bandages to give you any. Get out of my way.
Pipe man snakes. Cool. D. Hamill's memo, is that emote tapping at the keyboard for the battle music? Plumbing tools found.
Or typing a big letter
Yeah, do you have a big message to the editor?
telling people, I'm sick of this woke bullshit. Nice job, Henry. You interpreted it correctly.
Everybody should be sleepy, like me. I'm grumpy at 7 a.m. I don't want to be awake.
I have been really sleepy this week.
I've been more hungry than sleepy, but you have my sympathies. Oh, there's stuff, and there's the kid or whatever. Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah, D. Hamill's memo. I think the general drop in temperature gets me in a much nappier mood. It's definitely slowed me down, but
Should we come in from here?
no, you're coming from the south door.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. An Oreo McFlurry?
I mean, I'm gonna go to McDonald's after this. Maybe I'll get an Oreo McFlurry.
I'm a chicken nuggies and McDoubles guy myself.
I mean, we're gonna be getting nuggets because we end up. We use the app, you see, and the app has a really good deal on just like a tremendous pile of nuggets.
Oh yeah, this dude is going to tell you about all the kids. The back full of fries is like a latke.
It's a little like a latke, potato wise. Hey, you want to grab snap pics of the hints just so we don't have to try to remember them again?
Yeah, that's a good call. Done. Got Oliver. Hold on. Got Victor and Florence. Got Coraline and Thomas. Zachary and Alice got him. Tristan got him. Okay.
Oops. Yeah.
Kids acquired. Time to go wrangle and return these children.
Among other things, but... I should probably kill this thing.
I was like, that's not encounter? What? I remember fighting that thing.
Let's do this quick, because we actually have a lot of ammo right now. And that's how you kill a stranger in the sewers.
Nice. Always wondered about that. Was always afraid to ask though. Oh yes, the water potties. I may have had Five Guys like twice in my life, honestly.
I like Five Guys. I bet it is overpriced now and probably less good than it was.
Yeah, I genuinely remember it being like, this was alright, but I don't know if it was worth the cost. Before 2020. We are well into 2025 now. It's going to be 2026 soon.
Oh, you give Vault, don't remind me.
Good job, Purchase. Plumbing tools found again.
We're finding a lot of those.
Yeah, you drop down here, and then I think
Well, there's a lot of stuff once you drop down here.
keep going to the right, and there's a switch. Yeah. This is going to free the thing, but it's also going to open up the gate on the other side of the map. What flavor are you vaping? D-Hamill's man was curious.
This one is sour mango pineapple.
Just keep going.
One of what can be described as my staple flavors.
Is that one of the kids?
Yeah. Which one was it Coralie who had the crown? No, Coralie's cosmonaut. Who had the crown?
Oliver's nonverbal. Halloween costume. She's probably with Thomas, not Coralie. Zachary's with the dog. Tristan's up to no good nowhere. A little trickster. Okay, so there's Tristan, probably up to no good. Zachary and Alice.
Okay, Alice.
A little crown and a fairy wand. Oh, yeah, okay. Alice. Old pipehead. I think you want to go to the up and to the left. Out. You want to follow the exit signage.
Yeah. I was just checking to see. So here's the huge furnace monster. I was just poking around now that we're here, you know?
Yeah. Finding them kids. There's another switch we might need to hit.
Oh, a scary hockey guy.
Yeah, what was that?
I forget why he exists, but he's there. Okay, that's the way we have to go, I think.
I've never played paintball either, D-Hamill's mammal. I've done laser tag.
Paintball is pretty fun, even if it can kind of hurt sometimes. But this can easily describe many things that are fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, a door. I love those.
Oh, hey. Gear. I think there's a kid around here, too. Oh. Definitely leeches. Yeah, there's
I think, is this the nonverbal kid? No, it's the gaming kid.
Okay, so it's not Zachary, it's not Alice. Little trickster. Okay, no. Thomas and Coralie? Wait, Coralie's been wearing her Halloween costume for a full year. She went as a cosmonaut. She's probably with Thomas. No, it's not them. Victor and Florence are probably glued to their game system. Yeah. Yeah, this is Victor and Florence. Victor is the one with the actual gaming in his hands.
Yeah.
The eyeball things forwards. Clorpo's Revenge. Yeah, Victor and Florence.
Oh, hockey games are great.
I have seen a hockey game.
Now's the season to get cheap tickets to see the Texas Stars play in Cedar Park. Those are really fun games to go to. And if you go with my friends and me, you'll also end up going to Andy's Frozen Custard.
Ooh. Hawk Chua.
Very good. Troll, are you just gonna eat everyone?
I mean, he's a giant mouth. That's what it's for. This is the one still in his Halloween costume. Let's see, we got Victor and Florence. Is this Coralie and Thomas? Coralie's been wearing her Halloween costume for a full year. She went as a cosmonaut. She's probably with Thomas. They're always bickering. Zachary, seeing eye dog. Alice, Little Crown, already got them. Tristan, up to no good somewhere. Little trickster, that one.
Do we know what Charlie?
Tristan, Zachary, Alice, Coralie,
I think this is
Thomas, Victor and Florence.
I'm gonna go with Tristan for this.
Oliver's nonverbal.
Because this guy was kind of a stinker.
Yeah.
I don't know if Charlie was one of the kids. I think
Charlie wasn't listed there.
I think that's just like a weird dinosaur boy. Hope that doesn't come back to bite us in the butt.
Yeah, does this turn into a switch or anything? No, just drop back down. Okay. Nice.
Ah,
This should lead out to the garage. Careful, the dude's gonna come through the door eventually.
just looking for other.
There's there's like a strong enemy here too, if I remember right. Soup room? Soup room. Unlock the door. Unlock the door to the right real quick.
Just go down around.
No, like go to the right. I think you can unlock that door. Yeah, and that is, yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, sick. And then
Do you want some soup?
Okay, I want to do that basement thing, but I don't want to do it, or that.
I think you just go north to get to the basement, right? Or did you want to go around and get do you want to get that key there?
Yeah, I don't want to do the moss thing yet.
Oh, don't hit those. That's
Yes.
the...
Yeah. I remember all this.
I did not play StarCraft 2D Hamels Mammal once.
I
You ever
love StarCraft 2.
play? And I think you can just activate that door and, yeah.
And do we have herbicide?
Those white mushrooms, can you pick them up?
Yeah, we can.
Well, Howdy wasn't very good at StarCraft 2, but loved playing it. Ooh. Oh, I think there's some ice melting stuff there, too.
There's a lot of stuff in here.
Do we still need to get something from the ice room? I think we...
Yeah, there's still stuff in there
Yeah.
to
Yes.
get. Gasoline is huge.
Isn't Wings of Liberty the core game for Star Trek 2, or is it an expansion?
Neither exactly.
Like a spin-off?
No, it's they just kind of released 3 versions of StarCraft 2 effectively. Why can't we just everyone just miss? What the fuck?
Just highly inaccurate people.
That puts us in a very bad spot.
Shoot her! Yeah.
Do we have more than that?
Maybe the acid?
That's just regular. Oh my god.
Fangapete has it out for Joel. I mean, Lay.
Great Marvel. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
I need this duct tape bad.
Strategic menu pull up. Get the ice melt.
I think we can kill this thing. Oh my god. God damn it. This might have been a huge mistake on my part. Oh no,
No.
see, yeah, this thing does not have a lot of health. It is just,
It's just the
it
perception
causes
that gets you.
Well, no, it causes a huge amount of problems.
Statuses.
Yeah, like, and now I don't have any more medication to cure that with.
You have some balm, does that help?
I don't think that helps with disease.
Bleeding burns are sick, okay.
Yeah, I'm watching some good stuff. Finished The Chair Company with Cass, love that, obviously.
Oh yeah, I need to get back to the chair. Yeah, I watched Wake Up Dead Man, Wages of Fear.
So, yeah, Wages of Fear, that's a good movie.
Yeah. Stuck at the ass into nowhere with no way to do anything besides succumb
Okay, we
to
gotta
the
get-
exploitation of capital.
We gotta get home soon, because it's now early morning.
Oh, go to the right. Open up the shortcut. Open up the second shortcut right there. Cool. We have full access to the garage now. Remember,
Okay, it might even just be worth backtracking back.
I was going to say, it is 6:07. It might be a good.
I mean,
good
Forrest isn't
saving
gonna be
point.
here for another like 30 minutes. We should save, and we can get nuts with the basement tomorrow, or after we get some game sleep.
Yeah.
And we've been out for a long time, and it's late.
I don't think you still haven't gone to the right door there, but there's nothing really there besides like a guy to bargain with.
There's a guy who you fight, and there's some stuff you can get. Stuff that I want. But I want to go find that fucking janitor's keys.
The Hamels memo, I did read and watch On the Beach as well, which we've been, as you know, doing as part of Death Stranding too. Parable of the Sower is up next, if you want something good to
Parable of
read.
the Sower is a great book.
Also, if you like Neon Genesis Evangelion, Howard Fast's the General Zapton Angel is probably.
What do we miss the most?
What do we miss the most? Going on dates. Yeah, Parable of the Sower by Octavia Butler. It is part of a duology: Parable of the Sower, Parable of the Talents.
Okay, this time they did eat the bread. It's gone now.
Nice.
So let's cook in the morning.
Yes, that's correct, the Hamels mammal.
Yeah, Goodreads would say that.
Although part of why I picked it up, and part of why it's interesting to me, and part of why I'm collecting like Kim Stanley Robinson and Octavia Butler reads for the Death Stranding playthrough, is because I'm trying to look more into, more forward future imaginary sci-fi stuff that's not necessarily dystopic or cynical. More within like the solar pump kind of idea of trying to imagine a way out of current tech troubles and environmental issues.
I would not call Parable of the Sower solar punk.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't really considering it in that. I know it doesn't fall into that vein in the same way something like Kim Stanley Robinson's work does.
It's also just like, it's so... I mean, it's optimistic in the sense that it believes that like the problems can be reckoned with,
Yes.
but it is not like optimistic in the sense of saying the problems will be reckoned with. If that makes sense.
Yes. Another letter from our friends.
Just keep playing with your tout.
You're gonna beat it. You talking about a bookstore? I think they'd be interested in like special ordering if they think a sale's gonna be made. I also think it's a common enough
It's a
book that
very
they might
popular
just
book.
have it
They'll
on the
almost
shelf.
certainly
Yeah.
have it.
There's a reactionary politician in it that wants to make America great again, right?
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't these days?
I saw a beautiful, potentially AI-generated video of RFK just telling people all they gotta do is eat avocados to avoid diabetes.
All right. Alright, we stayed up so long that we weren't allowed to go to sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Actually, let me check the store to see if he has medicine.
Let's fight some cars, get some weirdos, and
I want to deal with the janitor thing so bad.
also the shopkeeper hasn't been hijacked by a parasitic monster, which is nice.
Well, he's got a lot of stuff that I like.
Like
Yeah,
6x bandages.
I'll buy that. Oh, that is so expensive.
That's a good amount off though, 66?
Yeah. I mean, fuck, we're not spending any money right now. Or I don't know anything else. Although he does have an elixir and 2x stimulant, so this is worth coming back for possibly. Okay. So now let's try and work our way through the garage.
What are we on, day 9? Or 9 days remaining? I thought last I saw was 10 days remaining.
9 or 10.
Okay.
We were way further along at this point than we were last time.
Yeah, we were at like 7 days remaining, I think, 7 or 6. Which, when I first started, I thought the point was just to survive till the end of it. I didn't realize there was going to be like a central solve for X astronomer thing.
Well, I think you can go either way.
Yeah. Hey, that one monster's not here right now. Remember we had to fight like a giant snake guy or whatever?
Yeah. Nice one to Hamill's mammal.
6 or 7.
Why? Why did this happen? He tried to eat the tire peat and everything exploded.
When did you last save?
Pretty recently.
Okay. My PC seems to be freezing up, or doing something. Damn, don't say that, because I haven't had a milkshake in a while, and I wasn't thinking about milkshakes at all, but now that you're saying it, I'm scared. I'm going to... Oh. There you go, Lux.
Oh, how'd you do it?
I just had to give my computer a moment, I guess.
Well, thank God. Okay. So it was gross up here.
Down and around.
Alright, well,
Do you want to try getting that one key out of the wall?
I don't think we can. I think,
Okay.
because we tried that before. I think we have to get it after the electricity goes out. I was thinking about getting a milkshake today because I did not eat a lot before. But I'll decide that once I see Forrest and Brandon.
See, I think I want something savory and sandwichy, but maybe I'll wash it down with the milkshake afterwards.
That's what I'm thinking, is getting a milkshake to go with my fish sandwiches.
I dig the organ placement on this art.
Yeah.
If a car had guts, this would be it. Also, damn, you're hurting it pretty hard. Doing some triple digits to it.
That was pretty good.
What's amazing is how huge this car's brain is. What do you think it uses all that for?
Probably Magic the Gathering.
I think we just ran from the cars last game.
We fought them at least one time.
I think we ran from the cop car.
Yeah, I think we actually also killed the cop car one time. I'm just trying to see if I can get Joel to eat the car. Nope.
Have you tried biting the car? You gotta use the item in the menu.
Is it in here? Is it in the
I
key
believe
items?
it's yeah, electronic key right there. Shotgun.
Cool. Okay, then we have to go up the other way.
Yes. Cop car's gonna go, yeah.
Oh, why did I run that way? Alright, well. I fucking hate cops. Let's go.
Yeah. Also, I was talking with someone who's played this, and they mentioned this cop car fight. This sprite changes a lot of forms. I already like its hellish chariot of canines thing. Reckless driving. They do be doing that. Yes, that car does have that dog in it. Oh, mauling? Nice.
Oh, we might have to run away.
It's a bleeding car. What? We don't really have like a
It changes sprites a lot.
That's what I was told.
That means that we're not even through its first form.
Right.
Yeah, we're getting the fuck out of here.
I like that we have a high amount of bandages. Hell yeah.
Not gonna be quite so high.
It's still 10, so yeah. Is there anything in that trash can? Oh, can you go more to your, like, right? I don't think we went this way before. Oh shit. Is that a flamethrower? Hell yeah.
Whoa. Oh, jeez.
Cool, 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 cool. Nice. Smooth moves.
Fancy flying, baby.
Hey, look, an ugly, horrible monster thing.
I think that's what I've been trying to find. I'm gonna try to help you, man.
Elevator.
I think I remember we had to fight this thing.
Yeah, you did bandage up and you haven't really fought anything since then.
I wanna be...
Did you want to equip that flamethrower at all? I feel like it would go through gasoline
Yeah.
a bit too fast. Yeah, rainbow shot.
Wow.
Cool.
Oh, we did it before the elevator crashed. Wait, what floor are we on? Wrong floor. Well, I'm on a mission.
Yeah. Glorious purpose. You can open up the other shortcut. It's almost noon, Lux.
That's fine.
Cool, you unlocked it. There's a character down the south door, right?
Right, well, it's Mutt, but exposed in a way he doesn't like. Nice.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And that gets us on this side. Perfect.
Did you get the convenience store key yet? I forget where that is.
No, I forget where we found that.
I think it's on the second floor elevator side somewhere.
Maybe so. But none of that shit matters to me right now.
Because you got... Oh. I'll be right back. But I trust you can slay this.
Hello, Sleepy Zane. It is good to see you. This is the one that Henry and I do together on Tuesdays. Welcome to it. Oh boy. It's a big tooth worm. Yeah, this track is crazy. Come on. Give me those janitor's keys. I got the janitor's keys.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I knew you could manage that. Also, what is up, Sleepy Zane?
Unfortunately, it turned out that the guy inside the worm's mouth was the janitor, and also that he was sort of part of the worm.
Yeah, part of the monster itself. Sleepy Zane, I enjoyed your clarifications yesterday on the Death Stranding lore. Thank you for that. Really making legible the Kojima bullshit, which I say in the most endearing way.
Oh,
Dang,
Papito's not here. Something we did made Papito die.
cold coffee, or he's elsewhere.
No,
Cards.
last time we did this, or like a couple of streams ago, Serge was saying that,
He got Papito early.
and when the Papito died, it looked like Papito was dead in the bathroom. Oh wait,
Oh yeah, he did mention it looked like Papito was in the bathroom dead. Huh.
I want to investigate this all-seeing 8-ball momentarily.
Also, I don't remember us coming across so many like flamethrowers and acid sprayers.
The acid sprayer we had, the flamethrower is new.
Okay. Yeah, Sleepy Zane, I've been meaning to like sit down and consult the wiki, but I didn't want to spoil Death Stranding 2, and I felt like I had known sufficient enough Death Stranding 1 knowledge. Again, the only real point of confusion was like, is Lou Sam, which, thank you for the explanation last night. Lou is not Sam. They are different babies.
Oh yeah, those are different babies. Actually, no, we're on the first floor. Let's go see if we can find Audrey.
I can see the wiki being scarce on DS2 knowledge. People still played it.
Oh, toilet.
No, yeah, because I remember after beating Death Stranding 1, Sleepy Zane talking with friends who had played the game too about it, and it was the same case where like, I beat Death Stranding 1 a few years after it came out, and these guys had played it fresh after, and it's an easy enough mistake to make, thinking Sam is Lou, I guess, in some way. It's like, wait, my baby was me?
I'm often thinking this.
Am I the baby? Is Mads Mikkelsen my dad? Oh, nice.
A key. 120.
Right, exactly, Sleepy Jane. Like Sam is the serving the same purpose in macro that like Lou's serving in micro, as far as like stuck within the system, having to act within the confines of it. He's the BB unit for the concept of America.
I have to check with Forrest's timing, but
Yeah.
I think I want to go try and do the moss area.
I'm sure we're overpowered for it too because we've been rolling around. That's on the first floor, right?
No, I mean the like
The plant room on the first floor.
the
Are you talking about the mushroom room?
the mushroom room.
Okay, that's pretty short as well, especially since you got the shortcuts to the soup room opened. How fast do you think you can do that?
So I'm trying to decide, but let me go check out our room really quick.
Did you
But-
save? Have you cooked? How's the party doing?
That's one thing I do, and saving, cooking, maybe making some stuff. But then I just think that like between the herbicide spray and the flamethrower, we should be able to just like absolutely destroy
Yeah.
that downstairs area.
Torch the illusory princess.
How are my roach friends doing?
Can of beans. Beans and broth.
We create broth. Oh, we cannot create broth of beans. It was worth checking for sure.
That's the leftovers.
Ooh, Soundless Infinity. They've got the best viewers. But as I've said, I like our viewers who suck.
Best viewers, I want the worst viewers. I want them to really challenge us through volatile instigation and inarticulate
someone's at the door.
loudness. Who? Oh, that's a shop dude, right?
Nothing off the chain, honestly. I'll take those Molotovs, I think.
The magic and whimsy of tank tops. Do we need Cleanerex for cooking?
Well, we can take it, I guess.
What about herbicide?
We have to, yeah, we should get some more herbicide, especially if we're gonna use the Acid Spire. Let's see if we can sell them shit.
Do we have any? What are those wrapped gifts? Oh yeah, old chessboard.
Okay, we have the old chessboard.
Card deck.
We have the old speakers. We have the card deck. We have
Old records.
the card beaver. The old records. Okay. You're saying rat gifts? Oh, wrapped gifts. You have to open those. Let's do that. I forgot we had those. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Bunch of weapons.
A set of knives.
And an elixir, not bad.
You ate? Did you need a shower or anything?
I've been wondering about this for a while. Okay, so no, that doesn't work. No, showered pretty recently. I should make another food though, because Joel is fucked up.
As we are winding down too, I just want to remind people, we aren't watching anything on the Discord this weekend, but Fight Opera is streaming on the 20th.
Yeah, Fight Opera stream on the 20th. I don't think we're gonna do a Wednesday thing, but if you're around for the 20th, that's gonna be really fun. We're gonna be doing a sort of what we're referring to as an unplugged show, which is just sort of minimal tech, smaller audience, in the backyard, hanging out.
Backyard wrestling.
Classic backyard wrestling. And then also tonight, as always, Pixel Goblins is going live at like 8:30 Central or 6:30 Pacific, and we'll be playing Final Fantasy Tactics, and you can learn about that game and our incredible adventures. And if you think we want bad viewers over here just because we said so, we really want bad viewers over at fucking Pixel Goblins.
Go yell at them.
Go yell at us, hassle us, tell our friend Tim that he sucks.
Nice.
Thanks, buddy. What time is it? 8 o'clock in this game? Yes, we do. Okay, it's 12:45. Daytime style. So let's play. Let's try and finish Wizard's Hell Arcane Tears.
You now have complete dominion over hell.
Yeah.
Undying revenants the other sinners are. Painful stab. The Hamels Mammal ordering their McDondon.
Okay. Let me see if I've heard from Forrest. I don't think we have enough time to do that. I wonder if there's something else we can clear that's even smaller than...
The Herbicide Room.
Yeah, than just that. Well, okay, there's a couple things. Because there's the ice room up here.
I've only seen the first season of One Punch Man, the Hamels Mammal.
I have not watched the new season, but I love the first season and the second season of that show.
Yeah, I thought the first season was very good.
And the second season is also very good.
Is that anything on that table behind those two blocks in that previous room?
It's something, but it's not as valuable as stuff over here.
Okay. Yeah, it's a video
How
game.
much do I have? 4? Okay. Oh, we should start playing Wake the Blood Night.
Yeah. And
The stimulant, that's huge.
What is that? Money?
And
Mercury.
Mercury disc.
What was Mercury's value?
I think 0. Maybe 1.
I think Mercury is 1. I actually still have the old picture as well from our first game. Mercury and Venus are 0, Earth is 1, Mars is 2, Neptune 16, Uranus is 28, Jupiter's 95, Saturn's 146. Hey! You have the vending machine key. Okay.
Alright, we'll check in on her later, I guess. But progress. Get back to the other thing that I was doing. It is classic forced arrival time.
Did somebody try to flip comments using ChatGPT again?
Heading to you from Brandon now. Okay, so let's just do this last thing and then we'll go hopefully save.
Okay, cool.
I'll fight this thing because that'll make saving more likely.
Piece of cake.
I have a couple keys.
Don't use the lockpick.
Yeah.
Do we have an SMG?
No, but when we got one before, it was so good, remember? Okay, there's that. I think this is the one I want to do that.
Cool. So stocked. What's behind that last one?
We'll find out when he gets more keys.
You don't want to fuck with the clown at all?
Not really. Of course, not to be here though, so we should save, but we don't have enough saving juice. Okay.
The beast did a typo. All right. Nice. Right, I remember this one's paper tongue now. The animals smell, we'll just barbecue. I agree, I don't like their buffalo sauce. Lux is very focused on fighting this typewriter, but I'm sure he'll have an answer.
Wait. McDonald's sauces has a few good sauces, they mostly suck.
He loses teeth. Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Yes, the Hamill's memo, I have used a typewriter. Lux, have you?
Yes.
Yeah. My parents had an electronic one before we had a desktop computer.
My family being the way they are, we had a typewriter and a desktop computer, and my father would write most of his writing on the desktop and not on the computer.
Oh yes, the clean manuscript.
We don't want that. We want the crumpled one that we already have.
Okay.
We gave them the clean one last time and it went terribly for everyone involved.
Okay.
Okay, rated this thing. Oh, no, one more room.
Give them the crumpled manuscript. Noted. You're at save potential now.
Yep.
Let's mosey on up to the apartment, save the progress, and you know what? So we have the crumpled manuscript, so that's the third astronomer thing.
Yeah.
And then we just have to do the video shit, right?
Yeah, but we got a bunch of shit to do on the first floor, on the basement first, before we were at that.
We also have a lot more time. It took us forever to find the elevator game one. All right, gang, that's going to be it for tonight. Again, no movie this weekend on the Discord. Check out Fight Opera. Check out Pixel Goblins.
See you guys later.
See y'all later.
Goodbye,
Take
friends.
care.
Okay.